The Bhagavad Gita is a very important text and it has been used by many people for various purposes, and there are so many books written on Bhagavad Gita, so many commentaries written on Bhagavad Gita, that there is a book called Yet Another Commentary on Bhagavad Gita. The very title of that book is that. So many prophets have written on this, and Bhagavad Gita forms part of what is called in Vedanta, or the end portion of Vedas, or the essence of Vedas. So Vedas are divided into three parts broadly. Samhita, the first part, which contains prayers. Next is called Brahmanas, which contains description of rituals. Then comes Aranyakas, which contain philosophical discourses or philosophical discussions. So there generally we find Upanishads, which form part of Vedanta. And Vedanta has got three important studies. They are called Prasthana Traya. Traya means three, and Prasthana means disciplines. Three. What are they? One is Shruti Prasthana. That means that which forms part of the Vedas. They are the Upanishads. And another one is Smriti Prasthana. That means that which forms part of Smriti, that which has been thought of and written, unlike Shruti, which has been transmitted through word of mouth, orally. So Smriti is in this case referring to Mahabharata. So in Mahabharata we find that there are number of Gitas in Mahabharata, number of texts which are told in a poetic form, and so they are called Gita. Gita means something which can be sung, a song or a poem, etc. And Bhagavad Gita, because this has been told by Lord Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is one who has 6 qualities which are called Bhaga. So one who has this Bhaga is called Bhagavan. Just like a person who has Dhana, wealth, is called Dhanavan. A person who has Jnana, knowledge, is called Jnanavan. Similarly, Bhagavan means a person who has these 6 qualities. So because Bhagavan, Lord Sri Krishna, has told this text to Arjuna just before the battle of Kurukshetra, it is called Bhagavad Gita. And of all Gitas in the Mahabharata, this is very important. Many people might not, most people do not read the Mahabharata in original, but thousands of people read the Gita. And so this Gita is called Smriti Prasthana because it is forming part of the Mahabharata, which is a Smriti text. Then comes Brahma Sutras, which are called Nyaya Prasthana because they involve logic. So what is the use of Bhagavad Gita? The use of Bhagavad Gita is that it helps you to live a better life. It helps you to live a better life. And it has been compared to a manual. Just like when we drive a car, something goes wrong, you take the manual and check, or you take it to the service people. Similarly, when you are working on a computer, when something goes wrong, you take the manual and check how to get out of the problem. So it's a troubleshooting manual. Gita is a troubleshooting manual. Swami Ranganathananda Ji Maharaj, who was the 13th president of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, he has given many talks on Gita, on the complete Gita, and that has been published as a book in 3 volumes in English. So in the beginning of that, he says, like just now we will see in the dhyana shlokas or in the verses on meditation on Bhagavad Gita, Gita is compared to a cow and Upanishads are compared to cows and Gita is compared to the milk which is given by the cows. That is Upanishads. So Ranganathanji says, what have we done? We have just worshipped this milk. We have not drunk it. So if you have a glass of milk, keep it in a cupboard and constantly worship it. Show lamp, incense sticks, etc. Will it give you nutrition? It will not give you nutrition. It will give you nutrition only when you drink it. So the problem is, like, have you read the Gita? What is your age? What is your age? Have you read the Gita? So you have not read the Gita. You are also 12. So that is the point. So parents, where are the parents? Why are you not teaching Gita to that? Because you also have not read the Gita. Partially. Anyway, so why? Because parents are afraid if child learns Gita, then the child will become something like spiritual or monk or something, which is not going to happen. But if one reads Gita, if one studies Gita, one will be prepared to face the challenges of life in a better manner. So if somebody has some problem in life, that person will be able to face it in a better manner. And that is why we need to study Gita. And because parents have not studied, so they have no idea about the text. And how to study a text itself is a big thing. We study a text just by memorizing it generally. So we don't understand the meaning, just we memorize. There are Gita competitions and all that. So people go and recite the Gita. But what is being recited, they have no clue about. They are clueless about what is being recited. That is not how we have to study a text. We have to study a text understanding the meaning of the text. And it is told that Gita is difficult to study because it is written in Sanskrit. But it is not true, because there are so many translations available, thousands of translations available in almost all, not almost, in all Indian languages and also in many non-Indian languages. So whatever language you speak or you are comfortable with, you can study the Bhagavad Gita in that language. So unless you study it and unless you understand the content and practice it in your life, you are not going to lead a better life. So if Swamiji was very fond of saying one thing, he used to say that what does Vedanta do? Vedanta makes a farmer a better farmer, a teacher a better teacher. So if you are what will you become when you become old? You don't know. You haven't thought about it? What will you become? IAS officer. So you will become a better IAS officer if you study Vedanta or the Gita. So will you study it? So Gita is about how to live a better life, which probably your parents might not have done, living a better life. But you can live a better life than your parents. You can live a better life than most people in society if you study the Gita. So the Gita begins with what is called as dhyana shloka or meditation verses on Gita. So we will start from the meditation verses. The first verse is Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhava Dveshini. Whenever a shloka is given, it is given in an order which is okay for a verse. But if you have to write it in a sentence form, you have to change the word order of the text. And that is called prose order or anvaya in Sanskrit. So here, if we change the order so that we can read it as a sentence, Om, Om means what? Om is the first manifestation of this universe. The first manifestation of universe is Om. It has got 3 syllables, A, U, Ma. All words, all sounds in the entire universe are contained in Om. It is called Pranava. So Om. Om Bhagavata, by the Bhagavata means by Bhagavan, by Lord. Narayanena, by Lord, who Lord Narayana. Lord Narayana, by Lord Narayana. So what is the meaning of Narayana? What is the meaning of Narayana? Yes. Vishnu Bhagavan. What is the word mean? Huh? Narayana. There are 2 meanings. The first meaning is Nara means water. Ayana means house. So one who has water has one's residence. So Vishnu. Vishnu is supposed to stay in the ocean, inside the ocean. Then there is another meaning, Nara Ayana. So one who is the refuge of Nara, actually not Nara, Nara. Nara also means beings, living beings. So one who is the refuge of all living beings is also Narayana. So Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam, by himself means by Narayana himself. What did Narayana do? Parthaya Pratibodhitam, by which Narayana Pratibodhita, enlightened. He enlightened whom? Partha. What is the meaning of the word Partha? Partha means No, I am asking the word meaning, not what you are making. Partha means son of Pritha. Son of, who is Pritha? Huh? Who is Pritha? Kunti. How did Kunti get this name Pritha? Daughter of Prithvi. Daughter of Prithu. So daughter of Prithu is Pritha, and Pritha son is Partha. So this is very important. You have to see in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has got many names. And in Bhagavad Gita, I will see at different occasions, Sri Krishna is addressing Arjuna by different names. So when he wants to say that you are a coward, etc., you will see always Sri Krishna is using the word or name Partha. That means you are the son of a woman, like that. So this is also very important while you study the Bhagavad Gita, to see what name is used in which occasion. Anyway, so here the meaning is Parthaya Pratibodhitam, by which Partha was enlightened. Then Purana Munina, by the ancient sages. Purana means ancient. Munina, Muni means sage, a person who has controlled one's mind. Purana Munina, by the ancient sage. who Vyasena. Vyasa. What is the word meaning of Vyasa? Vyasa means analysis. Vyasa means analysis or explanation. So anybody who does explanation is called Vyasa. So that can be a title also. But here Veda Vyasa is meant, who has written Mahabharata. Vyasena Mahabharatam Madhye. So this has been told by Lord Narayana himself to Partha for enlightening him, Arjuna enlightening him, and that has been written in Gratitam, means written or incorporated, added. Inside the Madhya means in Mahabharata, Mahabharatam Madhya. Bhagavatim, and this Gita is considered a goddess. So Bhagavatim means like Bhagavan, Bhagavati, feminine gender. So blessed mother, Advaita Amrita Varshinim, and one who showers the nectar of Advaita. Advaita Amrita Varshinim. Advaita means philosophy which believes that there is only one reality, there is no two. That's why it's called Advaita, means non-duality. Advaita Amrita. Amrita means nectar. Varshinim, showering, raining. Advaita Amrita, the nectar of Advaita. Ashtadasha Adhyayinim. And it has got for 18 chapters in the form of 18 chapters. Ashtadasha Adhyayinim. Bhava Dveshinim. Bhava means repeated birth and death. That is called Bhava. So Dveshinim, that which destroys rebirth. Amba, O mother, Bhagavad Gita. That means Bhagavad Gita, I told you, song of the Lord, Bhagavad Gita. Tvam, you anusandadami, I meditate upon. I meditate upon. I meditate upon you. So this is the first dhyana mantra of the Bhagavad Gita. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.